Hi viewers, how are you all? So today we are coming to the hybridization second part. That is, in the first part we had discussed the only concept we had seen and the geometry of the molecule. What is the simple trick with example also I had explained you in that video. Those who not watched the first video, first you do watch that one, then you can understand these all examples. Okay, so you are watching Upper Chemistry classes, myself Nagappa. Today topic is hybridization and examples and exceptions which are involved in hybridization. Now let's get into the example here. This NH3 molecule, what is the simple trick I told you here? So nitrogen contain how many number of valence electron? 5 valence electron. Keep the 5 dots. So 5 dots, hydrogen is monovalent. So then what happens here? 3 sigma bonds plus 1 lone pair. 3 plus 1 sigma bond. 3 sigma bonds and 1 lone pair of electron. 3 sigma bond plus 1 lone pair of electron, total 4 hybrid orbital, 4 hybrid orbitals. So sp3 hybridization with 1 lone pair. Which geometry it is? Pyramidal geometry. Is that clear? So if you are perfect with whatever the first video, first part of hybridization, then you can easily understand these all examples. Next, POCl3. Okay, now phosphorus belongs to fifth group. Place the 5 dots. Oxygen required 2 dots. Each chlorine required the 1 dot, 1 electron. So 3 sigma bond plus 1 sigma bond, 4 sigma bonds plus 0 lone pair. So then what happens? 4 hybrid orbitals, that is sp3 hybridization. So it is a tetrahedral molecule. Which hybridization it is? Tetrahedral. Is that clear? SnCl4. So this carbon, this tin belongs to what? Carbon family. That is what carbon family contains what 4 valence electron because fourth group. So then what happens? We are going to have the what 4 chlorines. So 4 sigma bonds. 4 sigma bonds. That is what sp3 hybridization. Total hybrid orbitals are what 4. In SnCl2, you can take SnCl2 here. So now 2 chlorines and 1 lone pair. Okay na? So here what 2 chlorines, 2 bonds with 1 lone pair. What is the shape of this molecule? 2 sigma bond plus 1 lone pair. So its geometry will be what? sp2 hybridization. But what happens with 1 lone pair? sp2 with 1 lone pair. sp2 with 1 lone pair. Its shape is what? V shape or angular shape or bent shape. Okay, now next we are going to see the ICl, which is very very important. Iodine belongs to what? 7th group, all halogens. So 7 valence electron, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now here what? 1 chlorine takes the 1 bond, 1 lone pair of electrons. So total how many lone pair of electron? 3 lone pairs, 1 bond pair. So 1 sigma bond plus 3 lone pairs. So total number of hybrid orbitals are 4 hybrid orbitals. 4 hybrid orbital means it is sp3 hybridization with 3 lone pair. sp3 hybridization with 3 lone pair, only 1 bond pair. Okay na? So then it is comes under what? Linear shape. It comes under linear shape. sp3 with 3 lone pair and 1 sigma bond, that is linear shape. Next we are going to see the ClF3. Most important, this ICl, ClF3, IF5, IF7. These are called interhalogen compounds. These are called interhalogen compounds. These interhalogen compounds are more reactive than the halogens. Now ClF3. So keep the water 7 dots, 5, 6, 7. So 3 fluorines. So 3 fluorines. So 3 sigma bonds, 2 lone pair. 3 sigma bonds and 2 lone pair. That is what total number will be what? 5. So 3 plus 2, that is 5. 5 in the sense what? sp3d. sp3d with 2 lone pair. Which geometry it is? T shape. IF5. IF5 contains what here? 7. So 7 out of 7, 5 are taken for the what? Bond formation, 1 lone pair. So 5 plus 1 lone pair. 5 plus 1 lone pair. That is 5 plus 1. 5 plus 1, 6. 6 means what? Which hybridization? It is sp3 d2 hybridization. It is sp3d. Which shape amma? It is a T shape. So it is sp3d2 with 1 lone pair. sp3d2 with 1 lone pair. Then it is said to be square pyramidal. It is what? Square pyramidal. Square pyramidal. So next IF7. IF7 we had seen pentagonal bipyramidal, which sp3d3 hybridization, 7 sigma bond, 0 lone pair. 7 sigma plus 0 lone pair. So 7 hybrid orbitals. 7 hybrid orbital means sp3d3. So pentagonal bipyramidal. Pentagonal bipyramidal. Most important, pentagonal bipyramidal. Next XeO3. XeO3. Xenon belongs to 8th group. So place the 8 valence electrons here. So 6, 7, 8. Now 2, 2, 2. So total how many oxygens? 3 oxygens. So 1 lone pair. Now here out of 3 triple bond, 3 pi bonds and 3 sigma bonds are there. 3 sigma bond plus 1 lone pair. So which geometry it is? sp3 hybridization with 1 lone pair. So pyramidal shape. sp3 with 1 lone pair, that is pyramidal shape. Now XeO4. XeO4 will be what happens? It is also shows the sp3 with 4 sigma bonds plus 0 lone pairs. So then which geometry it is? Tetrahedral shape. Is that clear? Tetrahedral. We had seen already this example XeF2, XeF4, XeF6. So if you not watched the first video, you can see there, you can find it is sp3d hybridization with 3 lone pairs with 2 bond pairs plus 3 lone pairs. Are you able to identify lone pairs also or not? You no need of using separate formula for the calculation of lone pair of electron here. So for that reason it is very useful. Now 2 bond pair, 3 lone pair, sp3d hybridization 3 lone pairs means it is a linear shape. Now XeF4, it is what you can know that, you see there, you will find it. Square planar, it is sp3d2, sp3d2, it is sp3d3 hybridization with 1 lone pair, that is distorted pentagonal bipyramidal. Next PCl5, I am mentioning here gaseous state. In solid state what happens? In case of ionic form what happens? Those all we are going to see. Very very important. So PCl5 which participate in sp3d hybridization because 5 sigma bond plus 0 lone pairs. 5 sigma bond plus 0 lone pair. Total hybrid orbitals are what? 5 hybrid orbital. 5 hybrid orbital means sp3d hybridization. So with the 0 lone pair, with the 0 lone pairs, so its geometry is what? Pentagonal bipyramidal. Pentagonal bipyramidal. Pentagonal bipyramidal. Now PCl3. So here you can write the 5. Phosphorus belongs to 5th group. So if you don't know the group number, then you know the what atomic number. So then you try to write the electronic configuration and find the number of valence electron. So 3 sigma bonds plus lone pair, 3 sigma plus 1 lone pair. So total 4 it will be. So 4 hybrid orbitals means sp3. So sp3 with 1 lone pair, pyramidal shape. sp3 with 1 lone pair, it is what? A pyramidal shape. Is that clear? So very important. SO2. So I told you here sulfur belongs to what? 6th group, oxygen family. Each oxygen takes the what? 2 electrons for bond formation, 1 lone pair. So in 2 oxygens, in double bond 1 will be sigma, here also 1 sigma, 2 sigma plus 1 lone pair. So then what happens? Total hybrid orbitals are 3 hybrid orbitals. That is nothing but what? sp2 hybridization with 1 lone pair. So angular shape. SO3. So we are going to get the what? sp2 hybridization but with the 0 lone pair. 3 sigma bond plus 0 number of lone pair of electron. Then what happens? It will have the what? Which geometry here? Trigonal bipyramidal. So both are having same hybridization but the geometry is different due to presence of lone pair. Trigonal planar. Trigonal planar. Now HOCl, HClO2, HClO3, HClO4, these all are participating in oxy acids of all chlorine participate in sp3 hybridization. How? You are going to see now. So what is the central atom? Chlorine is the central atom. Chlorine is the central atom. Now chlorine belongs to 7th group, no? So place the 7 dots. Okay, now. So now chlorine belongs to 7th group. 1 hydrogen takes the 1 and one oxygen takes the 2 electron. So how many are left over here? 2 lone pairs. Now how many sigma bonds here? In a double bond 1 sigma, here 1 sigma, 2 sigma, 2 lone pairs. That is what sp3. It is sp3 hybridization with how many lone pairs? 2 lone pairs. So which geometry it is? Linear shape. Angular shape. Okay, now sp3 with 2 lone pair. So it is angular shape. Angular shape. Now HClO2. Okay, it is called hypochlorous acid, chlorous acid, chloric acid, perchloric acid. Simple to remember. 1 oxygen, 2 oxygen, 3 oxygen, 4 oxygen. Oxy acids of chlorine, which is very, very important. All are participating in sp3. So here 1 oxygen means hypochlorous acid. Remove the hypo, you will get the what? Chlorous acid. Okay, na? So as you remove and you place the chloric acid. So in place of chloric acid, before the chloric acid, you write the what? Perchloric acid is what? HClO4. Is that clear? Very important and easy to remember. So 2 sigma, 2 lone pairs, sp3 with 2 lone pair, angular. So now it is also sp3 with 1 lone pair. Now you see there 2 oxygen atoms now. So 2 oxygen atoms, 1 hydrogen. So how many sigma bonds? 3 sigma bond plus 1 lone pair. 1 lone pair. So then what happens? It will participate in what? sp3 hybridization with 1 lone pair, that is pyramidal shape. Okay. So it is sp3 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So it is a pyramidal shape. Next HClO3, it is a pyramidal shape. Okay, with 1 lone pair it will be. Okay. So next we are going to see the HClO4 will have the water tetrahedral. It is a linear you will get. You are going to get linear. Now I have taken here linear shape. Linear. It is angular. So it is what? Pyramidal. So it is what? Tetrahedral shape. Is that clear? So that is very, very important. Hybridization. We'll see some more example. Coming to ionic species. Here cations are there, anions are there. How to calculate hybridization in case of cation and anions? Same method you follow. Here cation in the sense what? Plus charge in the sense loss of electron. So here plus 1 is there, that is 1 electron is less. Actually oxygen contains how many electrons? 6 electron in a valency cell. It lost the what? 1 electron. So how many it becomes? 5 electrons. So keep the 5 dots. So that is 6 minus 1, that is equal to 5. Number of valence electron. So you keep the 5 dots. So 3 hydrogens. So 3 sigma bond plus 1 lone pair. 3 sigma bonds plus 1 lone pair, 4 hybrid orbitals. 4 hybrid orbital sp3 with 1 lone pair. So it is pyramidal shape. Okay na? So next nitrogen. Nitrogen with plus charge. Nitrogen actually 5. That is 5 minus 1, that is 4. Okay na? So 4 dots. So each oxygen required 2. So 2 sigma bonds, 0 lone pairs, 0 lone pairs, 2 hybrid orbital, 2 hybrid orbital in the sense sp hybridization linear. So SO4 minus 2, SO4 minus 2. In this case sulfur belongs to 6th group, but it is having minus 2 charge, that is 2 electrons extra, that is 6 plus 2. 6 plus 2 is what? 8. You keep the 8 dots. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now each oxygen required 2. Now these are the 4 oxygen atom. 4 oxygen, 4 sigma bond plus 0 lone pair. So it is what? Tetrahedral sp3 and tetrahedral geometry. Now ClO4 minus 1. Perchlorate ion. Perchloric acid we had seen. Perchlorate ion. So chlorine belongs to 7th group. 7 minus 1 in the sense 1 electron extra, that is 8. So 8 electron, 8 dots, 4 oxygen. So you are going to get sp3 tetrahedral shape. Now BrF5, F4 minus 1. So in that case bromine belongs to 7 plus 1 minus is nothing but what? 1 electron is extra, 8. 4 sigma bonds, 4 sigma bonds plus 2 lone pairs, 4 sigma bonds plus 2 lone pair it will be. That is, you can take the what? 8 dots here. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Now 4 fluorines, so 2 lone pairs. Is that clear? 4 sigma plus 2 lone pairs. That is sp3d2 hybridization, sp3d2 hybridization with the 2 lone pairs square planar. I3 plus, which is very important. Now I3 plus it is, that is one iodine will be central atom. So plus in the sense what, one electron is lost, that is 7 minus 1, that is 6. So we place the 6 dots here. So 2 iodines are bonding with the central atom. So 2 will be lone pair of electron. So then what happens, it will have the what, which geometry here? So 2 plus 2, that is 4. 2 sigma bond plus 2 lone pair, that is sp3 hybridization. sp3 hybridization with the 2 lone pair, that is 2 lone pair is there, no? So angular shape. Okay na? So 2 lone pairs, that is angular shape. Is that clear? So most important, ionic species. Next we are going to see the exceptions. Very very important exception. So don't forward the video. So try to watch till the end, because these exceptions are very very important. PCl5 in solid state. PCl5 in solid state exists in dimeric form, which exists in dimeric form, that is P2Cl10, which exists in water dimeric form. So in solid state it exists in water dimeric form. Whenever it is undergoing in ionization, which undergoes ionization, we are going to get PCl4 plus and PCl6 minus. So it is ionic, in ionic form. In ionic form what happens, we are going to get 2 ionic species, cation and anion. So what is the hybridization of this phosphorus? It is plus 1. So phosphorus belongs to 5th group. So plus means 5 minus 1, that is 4. 4 dots you keep. So 4 chlorines. So which hybridization it is? 4 sigma bond plus 0 lone pairs. So that is what, to sp3 hybridization and tetrahedral. Is that clear? sp3 with tetrahedral geometry here. So phosphorus with minus 1, that is 5 plus 1, that is 6. 6 plus 6 chlorines, each one will form the 1 sigma bond. So 6 hybrid orbital, 6 hybrid orbital is nothing but sp3d2 hybridization. So octahedral geometry. What geometry it is? Octahedral geometry. Is that clear? So that is octahedral geometry. Next, like that, some more exceptions we will see. Here some exceptions are there. So you try to watch. These exceptions are very very important. In so many competitive exams they are going to ask. So now we are going to see the water of phosphorus pentabromide in liquid state. So in liquid state what happens, how phosphorus pentachloride is exist as PCl4 plus and PCl6 minus, but it is not exist like that, because bromine is what, a large sized atom. So it cannot exist as what, PBr6 minus 1. That is not possible, because bromine is bulkier one steric factor which cannot be held by the small sized phosphorus atom. So we are going to get PBr4 plus Br minus we are going to get. Now what is the hybridization of phosphorus in this compound here? Phosphorus with plus, that is 5 minus 1, that is 4. 4 means sp3 hybridization. Is that clear? So next here Pi5 in liquid state, it is also not possible. It is also we are going to get Pi4 in ionic form plus and I minus 1 we are going to get. Here also this is also participate in sp3 hybridization. Okay na? So very important one. So next, if you had taken the word phosphorus pentafluoride, you may get the doubt of phosphorus pentafluoride. So it is completely, it is a covalent molecule. It is a covalent compound. So which does not undergo the what, ionization. Okay na? So then what happens? It will have the what type of hybridization? It is sp3d hybridization. X-ray diffraction studies. So which decide the geometry of the molecule is what? X-ray diffraction studies has shown that PFI molecule does not undergo ionization. So it has the what, sp3d. So trigonal bipyramidal. So bipyramidal geometry it is. 2 fluorines are equatorial, 3 fluorines are present in axial position. Next, N2O5 in gas phase, what is the structure right here? So in gas phase, we have like this structure. Okay, so this is the structure of N2O5. In gas phase it is. Now what happens in case of ionic compound? In case of ionization, heterolytic bond cleavage takes place because electronegativity difference, it is more electronegative, negative charge. This nitrogen is compared to oxygen, nitrogen is less electronegative, plus charge. NO2 we are getting, that is NO2 plus we are getting. So here what NO3 minus we are getting. On ionization we are getting NO2 plus and NO3 minus. What is the hybridization of this NO2 plus in nitrogen? What hybridization it is? Now you see in this case, what is the hybridization of this nitrogen here? So here 4, that is 5 minus 1, that is 4. 4, 2 oxygens are there. It will take, so it will, hybridization will be what happens? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 oxygens. So sp hybridization, so linear shape. Now in this case what happens? So that is 5 plus 1, that is 6. So 6 dots, each oxygen, 2 lone pairs, 2 electrons, so 3 sigma bonds, so 3 hybrid orbitals, so sp2 hybridization trigonal planar. Is that clear? XeF6. It is an ionic form which undergoes as what? XeF5 plus F minus 1. Okay, na? So what is the hybridization of XeF5 plus here? So 8 minus 1, because plus 1 is there, no? 8 minus 1, that is 7. So 7 dots you can keep. So 5, 6, 7. So 5 fluorines, 1 lone pair. So 5 plus 1, that is 6 hybrid orbitals. sp3d2 hybridization with 1 lone pair, square pyramidal. It is what? Square pyramidal. Okay, na? So next one, I2Cl6. So this I2Cl6 is what? It is a dimeric of, it is a dimer of ICl3. It is what? Dimer of ICl3. Now you take here what? Iodine is there. So these are the 3 chlorine atoms for each iodine. So here also one iodine is there. These are the 3 chlorine atoms. So then what happened? This chlorine containing lone pair is donated to this iodine. This chlorine will donate the one more lone pair. This is the dimeric form of I2Cl6. Now what happens in case of ionization? Whenever it undergoes ionization, heterolytic cleavage takes place. So then what happens? ICl2 plus we are getting, plus ICl4 minus we are getting. Okay, na? So ICl2 plus 2 sigma bond here, that is 7 minus 1, that is 6. So out of 6, 2 are involved in sigma bond, 4 will be there. 4 is nothing but 2 lone pairs. That is 2 plus 2, that is 4. That is 4 hybrid orbital is nothing but sp3 hybridization, that is 2 lone pair of electrons are there. So it is angular shape. Next, ICl4 minus 1. So in case of ICl4 minus, 7 plus 1, because minus 1 is there, 8 dots. Out of 8 dots, 4 will be utilized for the sigma bond. 4 electrons in the sense 2 pair, that is 4 plus 2, that is 6 hybrid orbital. 6 hybrid orbital is nothing but sp3d2. So it is octahedral shape. Is that clear? So that is most important one. Next, in the same way, you can take the Cl2O6 also. In the same way, Cl2O6. Here Cl2O6 also, it is a dimeric form of ClO3. Now you can take ClO3 here. So this is what ClO3. Now this chlorine. Now this chlorine is not satisfying its octet. So the oxygen containing lone pair is donated to this one. Here also it is not satisfying. Donate. Now this is a dimeric form of Cl2 Cl2, ClO3 dimeric form is Cl2O6. Now it also takes place heterolytic cleavage. So then what happens? We are going to get in ionic form by ionization. So ClO2 plus ClO4 minus and Cl2, what happens? ClO2 plus and ClO4 minus. Now in this case, what hybridization? Okay, now what hybridization it is? Same. Now you can take here Cl 7 minus 1, that is 6. So 6 dots. Out of 6 dots, 4 are utilized. Okay, now so 4 electrons are utilized by 2 oxygens, 1 lone pair. So 2 plus 1, that is 3. 3 hybrid orbitals. 3 hybrid orbital means sp2 with 1 lone pair, angular geometry. Here chlorine. So 7 plus 1, 7 plus 1, that is what? 8. Okay. So 8 in the sense 8 dots, 4 oxygens. So it will be sp3 hybridization. Is that clear? So next one more example, that is N2O3. You can take one more example. It is an exception one, N2O3. It's a structure if you had drawn. So this is the structure in case of gas phase. Okay, na? So what happens in ionic form? So which undergoes dissociation. Heterolytic cleavage. Now this nitrogen gets the what? Positive charge. This nitrogen gets the negative charge because more oxygens are there. So NO plus is there and here NO2 minus is there. Now NO plus in the sense nitrogen 5 minus 1, that is 4. 4 dots we have to keep. 4 dots. Out of 4 dots, 2 dots are utilized for the oxygen 1 lone pair. That is 2 hybrid orbitals, sp hybridization, linear. Now in this case, so 5 plus 1, that is 6. 6 dots. Out of 6 dots, 4 are utilized for the bond formation, 1 lone pair. That is 2 plus 1, 3. 2 sigma plus 1, 2 plus 1, that is 3. That is sp2 hybridization. So with 1 lone pair, angular geometry. Next I2 in ionic form. So iodine in ionic form, what type of molecule it is? Now this iodine is there, no? In solid state it is exist as what? Trimeric form. That is what? I2 3 times it is. So which undergoes water? Which undergoes decomposition, that will form the water I3 plus I3 minus it is going to form. Now what is the hybridization of I3 plus and I3 minus? We are going to see. Iodine 7 plus 1, that is minus 1, that is 7 minus 1, 6. So I had explained you. Here also you can do that one. That is for you homework. Here also you can take 7 plus 1, that is 8. So 8 dots you can keep. Out of 8 dots, 2 iodines are utilizing. So remaining will be what? 3 lone pairs and 2 bond pairs. So 2 bond pairs, 2 plus 3, that is total 5. 5 means sp3d hybridization. Here 6. So 2 iodines, 1 iodine will be center. So 2 bond pairs and 2 lone pairs. So sp3 hybridization. Is that clear? So this is what exceptions. I am going to give you some more homework examples. Here are some more examples. You do this example as homework and you mention in the comment section. If you got the answer, you mention in the comment section. Okay, whether it is correct or not, I will give you mostly reply. So this is what about hybridization concept. I had divided into 2 parts. So it is the second part. Before this, we have first part of hybridization. I will mention in the description. So try to watch both the parts. Both the parts are very important. You are not going to miss any question from the hybridization by watching these 2 concepts, 2 videos. Is that clear? So that's it for today's class. Thank you. Have a nice day.